And there were products that are growing from wild. And then we realized that, hey, I want to buy a product. What kind of a feature do I need? Another one of the things that I have done is the feature analysis. So we have about half a dozen of products, and the standardization are really building a consensus. We brought from a matured technology that are ready to be standardized, where people say, do I buy IBM or do I buy Oracle, or shall I buy a cheaper one? This kind of a decision started emerging. And the selection of how many variety of application you can build on top of a software foundation, what I call database management system, is too varied. And so you want to have some sort of a standard so that your application can work on different platforms. We work with files, and we call it the file system. The files were hierarchical. There was the IMS, the IBM Information Management System, which is a tree structure, and the debate was going on whether there should be a tree or a network or flat file, and we are still debating whether the data have a self-describing tag, and later on we known it as a metadata, and now people call it the schema. So the database system study group come up with a reference model or a specification for a minimal functionality of a database management system. In order to be a database management system, you want to be able to store data, retrieve data, modify data, organize data, delete, manipulate data, and it becomes a spec. And during that time, there was we initiated a birth of an ANSI group. It's now called NSIDE. The ANSI is American National Standards Group, and it's called the X3H2, of which the Don Deutsch and people like Lang Gallagher all participated in that. That group is called the Data Management Language. In order to standardize anything, you realize that you can have a lot of light bulb, for example. You can have red light bulb, white light bulb. The only thing you want to standardize is when you want to talk to another person, a communication interface, or a area where both of us have to understand a common vocabulary or whatever. So the standard, the only standardization of a software system is not the capability but a language. And relational database at that time was IBM, Chris State, and he's talking about normalization. He started talking about flat file, and he called it a table. And it's a very easy concept that everybody understands. So in order to retrieve a table, you say select from a column such as such, from a table of employee, and there was a birth of a simple query language. Testing part is also a very important aspect of when you adopt the standard. You want to certify that the product conform to such and such version of ISO standard, JTC 1, whatever it is. So that gets to be, otherwise your app won't work. Your application, let's say you build a student course record, and no matter you got Oracle, you got a Sybase or Microsoft SQL, you want your application to work no matter what. And that's what the marketplace wanted to go. The user, of course, Oracle or Microsoft say, buy my product. Oracle will say, buy my product. And in the procurement, you say, I want to be compliant with SQL. And so you have to have the conformance testing certificate. And we have the NAV labs. It's a laboratory that's certified and give you a validated product list. Here are the list of products that has been validated that they conform to it, and you can buy from that list. But there is a requirement. This is strictly user. You're buying because you're paying the money, not us. Timing is everything. You can't standardize a thing too early, or you drive a lot of innovative concept away because people say, hey, there's no way for me to get into your market because you already decided, and even though it's not very good, I won't get into that business. So you killed innovation. And if it is too late, you miss the opportunity. You get too many variety of things coming up, and the choice is too much. But of course, SQL is one of the success stories that list we have.